What about school shootings?
Like, guns have more rights than women.
Women.
Yo, say that again. Say it again. Oh, y'all, welcome back to the This Is Therapy podcast. My name is Sam, your host, and to my left, you have your co-host, Cleo, and we have a new guest on, Betty. Not a new guest. She's been on before, our, like, second or third episode.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
In the background.
No, when we did the Taiwan one at the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was on that.
Hey, you
Because
were.
I barely said anything.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas won't let me talk.
Really?
No, she
Yeah.
was scared.
I wasn't scared. Y'all just didn't give me the chance to speak up.
So is this your second time?
I guess. I think so, yeah.
Second time, like 1.5. Let's call it 1.5.
Yeah.
But how's y'all's weeks been? What's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Remember that from Norbit? Did y'all watch that?
Nah, I know Norbit, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was the scene. He was getting ready for a day on Tuesday. He kept saying, Tuesday.
So how was your day, Betty?
Pretty cool, pretty chill, productive. But yeah. What about you?
Looks solid. We got a leg day in.
Yeah. I feel very proud of myself.
Me too. I walked a lot.
Like, my arms are just up.
Nah, you just getting big. They're just growing. Hey, okay.
Check me out.
But if you're, I'm just going to get right into the topic. If you lived in America within the last, 48 hours?
It was Friday.
It was Friday, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
72?
72 hours. Last weekend, you know, that shit's going in shambles.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
gonna look
know.
at you.
Was it Friday or Sunday? I feel like it was Friday.
Friday sounds right.
Yeah.
Because my days just blur, so should just be
Same.
No, literally.
Summer.
summer. Hot boy summer.
Anyway.
So, yeah. So, Roe versus Wade. That is a conversation that, like, it just needs to be happen. I'm going to look this up before I say anything. But I believe that it was like 60 to 7% of Americans do believe in abortion, and that's Democrats and Republicans, like all Americans.
Interesting. Should we keep the conversation going
I know,
until he
I was
looks
just
it up?
like-
You know, I don't know how to spell, so it's going to take me a while.
Yeah.
English definitely failed you. Did you even pass English?
60. How the hell would I be all the way up here?
I'm talking about, like, throughout high school. Like, did you
Yeah.
fail, or, like, was it a struggle?
I mean, I cheated.
Oh, okay, explain.
I mean, for my papers, I did it myself.
Make you say shit.
For my papers, I did it myself because I like
Sorry.
to write. What were you saying? What did you say?
What she said? I just heard her
I said nigga
singing.
saying shit, but then I was like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to. Sorry.
You could cuss. It's not that hard R or the N word.
I want to say it.
Nah, I mean, it slips out every once in a while. If it is what it is. But 61% of Americans believe that you should have some legal rights to abortion. So that's why I feel like Roe versus Wade, the overturning of that is just, it doesn't make sense because never has there been, like, I don't want to say never, but there's not really a lot of times that we can come all together as Americans to say more than 50% of us believe in one thing. Especially Democrats and Republicans being in one room, it's very hard for me to believe that even Republicans like, oh no, abortion should be legal, or some form of abortion should be legal for everybody. And y'all being two females, I just want to know what y'all think. Or two women. I know females, a red flag.
Go ahead.
Oh shit. Sorry. I didn't understand the question.
How do you feel about Roe versus Wade being overturned?
I think it's really it set women's right back to when we weren't allowed to vote. You know what I mean? Like we're just like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Is that Does that make sense?
2 steps back, 1 step forward.
Yeah, whatever that's saying.
She said it right.
I think I said it
It's
right.
You
two
said
steps
2 forward.
Like 2 steps
Yeah,
forward
that's the
and
same.
1 step back, or the other way around, however you say
It's
it.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
But,
But it's just
like-
like Monopoly.
Yeah, but like I expected to be like a lot more people protesting, like Black Lives Matter type of thing. You know what I mean? Because this is as big as that, I think.
Why don't you think people are protesting?
Um,
I mean, even in Dallas County, they're already getting ready for protesters.
They were protesting in Dallas.
yeah,
You are?
Yeah.
but you know, like Denton, we haven't heard anything. I just feel like it would be, I don't know, more people should be out, including me. But like, I expected it to be like
Crazy.
crazy, yeah, and just I expected too much.
I don't like it. It's like you said, back to women's rights to like not be able to vote. It's just like, dang, we can't even control our own bodies anymore. Like, that's like telling a woman she can't get a BBL. You know? It's like, who died and made you king? Like,
Who made you the, what did they say, coochie god or something?
who made you the coochie king or something
Yeah.
like that?
That was
But
my
yeah,
favorite board.
It's, to me, like like you said, everybody's treating it like it's, oh well, like it is what it is. But like it's
Yeah.
a big issue, especially for women, especially for girls who are like getting like raped, who are having babies with somebody they can't be with, girls who are getting pregnant can't afford birth control. Like the list goes on and on. So it's just like, personally, I don't agree to this new law that's happening.
So I already told y'all this, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate and be for Roe versus Wade. And I'm kind of I'm not gonna lie. A part of me, I would say good. I guess this is more than a part of me. A good 75% of me believes Roe versus Wade was actually a good decision.
You did say that.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Really?
it's I think it's a good decision in the long term of things.
Okay.
Right now, I don't believe it is. The reason I say that is because it puts the pressure on states. Once you put the pressure on states, it puts the pressure on the people in those states to vote people that they want in office. Mm-hmm. There's a big reason why we don't vote is because we don't believe our voice is being heard.
Yeah.
And so if you do vote, now putting a lot of pressure back on these states to be like, you know what, we are going to legalize abortion, but we're going to leave it up to you. California, they're going to be like, come on, bro. Come to our state. We're good.
Yeah.
Like pretty much all the states that have legalized weed, more than likely are like, fuck it, abortion's cool. The time difference might be different.
Yeah.
But Texas, because we're in Texas, I think it's going to put pressure on people to actually go out there and vote. Because who the fuck wants Greg Abbott? Is that right there? Yeah. The man can barely walk more than let's tell a girl how to use her body. Use your body, boy. Sorry, we're not going to get on that.
Let's talk about it.
No, but it's just like, I think that Roe versus Wade is going to make a lot of people actually go to the polls more than just for the president. Because like me and Betty were saying, the president really doesn't. The president is just like a fucking. He's just a pretty face for America,
Literally.
for the rest of the world to see.
Right.
What really happens in America really comes down to the states, and I feel like it's gonna be. Now that this happened and there's a Republican governor, it's gonna be very hard to overturn it in Texas when people start hitting the polls, and they're like, we want a Democrat that actually believes in us, or
Right.
maybe more of a middle person. And so that's why I was like, in a long-term thing, I think Roe versus Wade is actually a good step in the right direction for America.
Like voting-wise.
Voting-wise, yeah.
Right.
It's going to very much affect a lot of people. And it doesn't even, once again, my thing is, I believe that the reason abortion is such a hot topic right now is because maybe Christians do actually care and give a fuck about it. But I think the government more believes that.
But go ahead.
Oh, no, I think the government, it's more like we want to protect the white people. Because
Yeah.
in the next 10 years, let's say 10 years, white people are going to be the minorities.
Yeah.
Who can afford to get an abortion at any time? Mainly
Right.
white people. And so, like, saying abortion's illegal, it's illegal to minorities.
They're trying to control
Yeah,
the population
exactly.
with the white race. So let's talk about it. Because if you think about it, like in Texas, it's mostly Hispanics and
It's
blacks.
growing to, yeah.
But before years, it was mostly white people and then blacks. And so they want to fight the population, not only in Texas, but like everywhere. Like white people are going extinct,
Yeah.
like dinosaurs. Literally. So they're
Stop.
trying to control the population. I feel like they're trying to control the population by saying, don't kill no more humans.
Air quotes.
True.
Yeah, because yeah.
I feel like even religiously, I don't think, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I don't think there's any, like, anything that says don't, I don't know, maybe there is, but God gave us free will. Like, what is my sin to you? Like, if I want to do that, then I'm going to go ahead and do that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
It's like with the tattoo.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Like-
literally was thinking,
So
but I wanted to say it, but I was just like, well, abortion is, to them, it's like, it's hurting your body. And then, like, tattoo is kind of hurting your body,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's not
Because this is the temple of God.
affecting
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. So it's just like, maybe should I say it? Maybe I'm not, but look.
No, absolutely.
you thought it, I said it.
Okay.
But no, like, but you're not wrong. You're very much in the right direction because kind of, what was I gonna say? Free will. Jesus died on the cross because what? He wanted to give us the right to choose. If God didn't want abortions, it's not that hard for him not to. That idea didn't have to become a thing.
Yeah.
If he didn't want tattoos, he says in the Bible, "I don't want you to paint your body."
Yeah.
But he still created tattoo artists, tattoo machines. Because at the end of the day, if God's willing to say, I'm going to throw you on this planet, a moving rock in the middle of nowhere, and let you have free will, who the fuck is fucking, who's it?
Who are you?
And
Yeah.
literally, like, I thought all sins were the same. Like, all these senates and Congress people, they be lying to people. But, like, are
It's a
you
sin
getting
to
punished
lie.
for that?
Yeah.
It's literally like,
Oh, you were just talking about lying. I'm talking about what they doing behind closed
yeah,
doors.
but
Yeah.
sex
So-
trafficking.
yeah.
I feel like I can't hear myself. Like I'm low. Testing.
Okay, I can hear it better now.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
You're okay.
You know, but nah, for real, sex trafficking and whatnot. Like, what was the big thing that happened like a year or two ago with like all the rich people and shit?
Actually, I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
just don't. Something about Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
No, like, I don't know. Something with the J.
Epstein.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
The guy who the
Nah,
scientist.
look,
Yeah.
okay. I know. But today, actually, his wife today was her sentencing, and she's sentenced to like 20 years in prison.
Really.
But like, she's the only one that got arrested,
Yeah.
not the people she sold. Like, she trafficked the women
Yeah.
too. And I'm like, hey, like, it's hand to hand. Like, get those people too. It's like Donald Trump and everything.
Probably
But
because they snitch. And it's just power. The people she was snitching on had the power.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are judging her. So they're like,
Illuminati.
hey, chill.
but we're not gonna talk about
We're
it.
not gonna talk about that.
That is not the topic today.
Before you get us locked up.
Literally.
No, for real.
If this wasn't enough.
Nah, for real. You probably fuck around and get locked up for this.
Yeah.
But we are
It's
the
a
voice for the
topic
people.
that needs to be talked about. All jokes aside, because it's just like nobody really cares.
Cares about what?
Cares about Illuminati?
Abortion.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about Illuminati. I'm talking about
Okay.
abortion.
Yeah. True.
Why y'all looking at me?
Well-
Going back to the thing we kind of set upstairs, pro-choice. We're gonna actually break this down: pro-choice and pro-life. Pro-choice does not mean that you yourself will have an abortion. Pro-choice is just like, I believe everyone has the right to have an abortion. I mean, me, I'm kind of like 50-50 on abortion. I really don't think it should happen, but at the same time, like, why the fuck am I going to stop someone in El Paso, Texas from having an abortion whenever I live in Dallas?
So if you were a female, would you agree or disagree with abortion?
Me personally,
Yeah, if you were a whole female.
kind of, it's middle. Yes and no.
Really?
But I want to stop Betty from going to Planned Parenthood and getting an abortion. Because
Until you
that's
what?
not, no.
Okay.
Like, I'm pro-choice. I believe everyone should have the right to have an abortion. But doesn't mean I would necessarily. If I was
Yeah,
alone.
like I'm pro-life for myself, but pro-choice for you
yeah.
and every other person.
Because it's not
Because
my
like
choice.
we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? If I wanted to, then I want to.
Yeah.
This is so confusing because we didn't talk about this
No,
in
yeah, it
school.
doesn't. Exactly.
So I never did
don't.
understand the true meaning of pro or
Alright.
what's the other one?
Okay,
Anti.
so
Oh, yeah, anti.
pro-life for me, like I wouldn't have abortion, but pro-choice for you because I want you to choose what you want to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm pro-life for myself, but pro-choice for other people. Yeah.
Got it.
So like
And
people.
even if you're pro-life, and you say I'm pro-choice for you, you're technically still pro-choice.
Yeah.
Because I'm choosing to not have an abortion. You're choosing to have an abortion.
Yeah.
It's still our decision. And it's not... Because if you're pro-life and they
It's
take
like-
away abortion or they make abortion illegal, you're not pro-life at that point. It's something forced upon you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're on a diet because you want to lose weight, so you cut out sugar, that's different from being a diabetic and you can't have sugar.
Okay.
Or
that
type
makes
A.
sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's why I would say pro-choice because, once again, who am I to tell someone in El Paso, Texas, they can have an abortion because my religious belief are X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, that person maybe, not even like, I'm not even talking about rape cases or sexual assault. I'm just talking about she was at prom, she hooked up with some dude in the back of the limo, and he didn't pull out type shit.
No, today I read this story on Instagram, and it was this. I actually posted it, so if y'all want to read it, just.
I think I just saw it.
Yeah, but she would like her baby is having a seizure inside her belly. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, and the doctor is telling her like you're gonna have a miscarriage, or after the baby's born, he's gonna die. Like there's no chance of this baby living, and she was like, I came to a conclusion, and she wanted the baby, you know what I mean? But she was like, I came to the conclusion that like I want to terminate this pregnancy, and she told her doctor, and he was like, yeah, we'll schedule. I don't know what the word is, but it's a medical word, yeah, but yeah, for the abortion. And after Roe versus Wade passed, or yeah, like after they signed it this Friday, she got a call from her doctor, and he was like, you know, whether this baby lives or not, like you're gonna have to keep it because we can't terminate that. Yeah. And like doctors are having to call like their lawyers and judges about like, can I still like, to save her life, you know what I mean? Like, can I still terminate this baby? Like, what can I do medically? Like, the doctor is supposed to do whatever is best for you, but like they're not able to do that anymore because yeah. And she's like, she can feel, she's like literally crying, like she can feel the baby like having a seizure, and like he's suffering inside her stomach, and there's nothing she can do about it. And it's like,
that could also
damn,
kill her.
Yeah, like permanent damage to her too, you know what I mean? And it's like somebody in the comments said like, God wouldn't put this baby in your belly if it like there's some miracle that's gonna happen in the end, and if the baby died after he was born, then that's what God has planned for you. And like if the baby dies in your stomach, I'm like, dude, like do you really think like this, or is it just for clout?
It has to be for clout.
Yeah.
Because I just don't believe, like, you can't seriously sit there and be like,
think this is logical.
Yeah.
Like,
because
that's
people,
why I hate when people use religion for their backup. Like, it's just like, if you truly don't have a backup reason, God don't want you doing this, God don't do this, da 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 da.
Then read the Bible, understand what it says. It's not what it's saying.
and the Bible is not supposed to be taken literal. It's supposed
Like
to.
you're
It's
supposed
take
to
it to heart.
understand
Yeah.
it.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's like I remember I told you one time I went to Nigeria and I'm allergic to bees. I went to Nigeria and there was like a yellow jacket flying. We were in Bible study, and there was a yellow jacket flying in the like some building we're in. And I got up there and ran, and some guy was like, "Why are you scared of it?" I'm like, "I'm allergic to bees." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'm allergic to it. Like if it stings me, I have an allergic reaction, and I'll have my EpiPen with me so I can die from it." He's like, "No, you can't." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "God wouldn't put something on earth that'll kill you." I'm like, "Have you never heard of a snake?" I'm like, "Have you never heard of a poisonous animal?"
Yes.
And it's just like at that point, you're not even like religious or Christian. You're blinded by
You're
it.
just dumb.
Yeah. That.
No, but like that, I kind of could understand that because it's third world country.
No, they
We're
have
not
snakes.
like but at the same time, like obviously a snake it has venom. Like obviously it's a given thing that is gonna hurt you, but like they don't understand the allergic part. Like you might die from a bee, but if it stings her or me, like we'd probably be fine. Like a little bump, and I've been stung. I've been stung by a bee, and I was and I was like,
Never been.
my like my finger was like this the whole day, and
Oh, it
then
stung your finger?
yeah, and like it was like this the whole day, but then look at me now, you know what I mean? So like I didn't die from it. Yeah, so it's like
it's a miracle.
You want to have a thumb war?
yeah. So like I didn't have allergies until I came to America. So like that's kind of understandable.
That's wild.
You don't have like resources to like understand what allergies are. Like if you God forbid if you got stung by every year you go to like a Nigerian doctor, they probably wouldn't know what the fuck to give you.
I
You know
don't
what I
believe
mean?
that.
Like right now, yeah, but like back then, like no, I don't think so.
I went like, what am I? Literally 10 years ago in middle school. Damn, middle school was 10 years ago.
Still to this
10 years
day,
ago. That sounds like 20 years ago. What?
Africa is still growing, like still. So like, imagine what it was like 10 years ago. It's not it's not 10 years ago America, it's 10 years ago Africa. So like I feel like they know a traditional way to like heal you and stuff, but they probably wouldn't know. So that's understandable. But for people when it comes to like abortion and stuff or like the Bible, like you guys have resources here. Like you can, I don't know, do your research. I don't know.
And it kind of like going what you said, like if it's God's will. I didn't mean to put quotations. I'm just saying like what these people would be saying. Why do we not follow all of the Bible? Because like it's also in the Bible, like I'll gateway money. Oh well, I'm not a dad. Like my dad owes his landlord money because we have a house, we pay a mortgage on it. Mm-hmm. He technically, if we're following the Bible, sell both my sisters and pay off the house. Because in the Bible it says if you're in debt, you can sell off your your daughter, only your daughter, to that person to cover your debt.
Wait, this is
It
like
says that really?
in y'all Bible or like the Bible regularly?
And,
No, like I'm literally asking.
regular schmegular Bible.
I'm literally
No, yeah.
asking. I'm not trying to be funny.
There's like stories in the Bible where it's like okay to have like 10
Because
wives.
I'm not gonna
Shit
lie,
like
like I've
that.
never sat there and just read the Bible. I just
Yeah.
go based off what I was learned in church and like.
And
They don't really talk about it
they
in
don't talk
church,
about
that's
you
what
that.
I'm
know?
saying. No, like
Because it's like,
I don't know how to explain it.
They only
Like,
show the pretty shit.
Huh?
They only show the pretty shit in church.
it's not like the pretty
No.
shit. It's just like things that benefits
Yeah,
them.
I
You
think
know what I
that's
mean?
the
They
person.
don't
like in like growing up in a church, they've always talked about the Bible. Like they'll start. I remember starting from like the beginning, actually be ending. But I've never sat there and read it. He'll always be like summarize like the chapter and like each story. Like each Sunday was like a different part.
Yeah.
Like the next part of the Bible. So I've never just sat there and like I can't tell you the first words of the Bible because I've never read it before.
in the
In
beginning.
the beginning, yeah.
That's what it's called.
No,
I mean,
the first book is Genesis. But it says
Genesis, that
in the,
means the beginning.
but like the first sentence is in the beginning God created earth or something.
Heaven and earth,
Yeah.
See.
I think. Yeah. But it's okay though. Like, Stop.
Why'd you do
What the
that?
hell calling you, buddy?
Nah. You just gotta be
Edit this part out.
Hell no.
no.
God already sees it. What you mean?
Huh?
God already sees
God
it.
already knows. He already know. I'm a supporter, but I've never just sat there and just read the Bible from the start to the beginning. It's like reading Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Who really sits there and reads all the books?
People do.
Did
I
you?
tried. Yeah. No. Don't call me weird. I didn't want to say it, but I'm like, okay.
The look you had, I was like, oh shit.
She thinks I'm weird.
No.
For what?
Reading like
reading,
Harry
like, the-
Potter series.
Oh,
books.
not Harry Potter.
Thick ass books.
Oh, I didn't.
And like in middle school, who's gonna see
I ain't
that?
got the
Yeah.
time. But the thing I was looking at that I wasn't paying attention to is like 16 starting in the Bible that we don't really know. Like in the Bible, it says they don't believe in rape. Like if you're raped by, let's say, oh God, I'm not even gonna say that. Let's say someone is raped by a dude. A woman's raped by a dude. She has to marry that dude, and that dude has to pay off her bride price. And that's legal. I mean, obviously it's not legal in America, but like in the Bible, you have to do that. There's no like just pay me off. Under the cover is y'all get married, so that kid's not a bastard, and it's not made out of whitlock.
It's just
So like technically, and I feel like this kind of like this means in the eyes of God, like you guys you're in the same covenant.
Yeah. Because you're not supposed to have a baby out of without being married.
Yeah.
It's considered a bastard child. So before the baby is born, you have to get married so the baby's not a bastard. Even if that man's gonna beat you every single day and probably beat your kid for the rest of your life, who cares? Come here.
When we like growing up, our Bible study teacher, she used to tell us that in the Bible it says after your husband dies, you're not supposed to remarry,
Yeah.
or you're not supposed to remarry for like decades.
really.
So like if I got married at 22 and my husband died,
You can't get married till like you're 50 type shit.
yeah, like you're not even supposed to get.
yellow. At that point, I'm not finna get married again.
And like after going off of marriage, if you like, you're not supposed to get a divorce. That's a common knowledge.
Yeah.
But which is
Unless-
that's insane
unless-
because divorce is
Unless
at
someone
all.
cheats, I think.
There's like a slim thing. There's like
Yeah. It's like
I don't even
loopholes you
think-
can find.
Is it even
Loopholes
cheating?
through what?
In
Like
the Bible.
in
yeah.
the Bible, like
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Let's
know,
just say like you fall out of love and you get a divorce. Every single person that you remarry after that relationship and every kid you have is considered a sin and they're damned for hell.
really.
Everybody sins, but nobody's sitting there. Like, if you're really going by the Bible, don't do this or follow the
No,
Bible. God
that's
said that. This brings it back to abortion. Like, you're like, so what? There's so many people that sins every day. You're not supposed to do drugs. People are over here smoking
Coke the
fentanyl.
fuck out.
You're not supposed to go to jail. People are going to jail almost every day. You're not supposed to.
Murder.
If
But those things are already in laws are in place.
I
now.
know, like comparing to abortion, though, it's just like.
That's loud. That's loud.
Really.
Yeah.
I cannot hear you.
Really?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Okay.
I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
You're so rude.
I should just come back because I lost my train of thought.
Nah. She's like, I'm done.
Done.
No.
I was on a roll. I forgot I was about to say.
Fuck.
Well, you were saying about how like people do drugs and
Like follow the law or follow the
Well,
Bible.
yeah, like you're in school. There's rules. And if everybody follow those rules, rule by rule, it'll be the perfect school.
Yeah.
That's never going to exist.
No.
You got kids who are not disciplined and they're going to naturally break the rules. I feel like the Bible is like the rule book. Like, there's rules you're supposed to follow. There's sins, like, you're not supposed to sin because you're going to get punished by God, et cetera, et cetera. But, like, with abortion, that's considered a sin, but people still do it for, like, their own personal reasons.
literally.
So it's just like, religion. I just don't like people that be like,
Use religion as a fallback.
huh?
Use like religion as their
Yeah,
excuse.
like you don't really have
Actual reason.
actual reason.
Yeah.
Oh, why you don't like me? Oh, because God said in the Bible, people
To
like you
blah, blah, blah.
are like the devil. Like, what? Make it make sense.
And the thing, kind of going off what both of y'all said, my Sunday school teacher, she was like maybe 5 years older than me. And the thing that she said that like stuck to me to this day is hate the sin, not the person. And I feel like we forget to do that because whenever you do judge that person, you're sinning.
Yeah.
Yourself. Judgment, that's like one of God's most like, because whatever you do, however you judge them, God will judge you with that same power on the final day.
Thou shalt not judge.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, 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 ding.
Add that in. Ding, ding, ding.
I don't know which one it is. No, I knew it wasn't.
not it.
It's one of the first three. No,
Oh,
no.
No, literally.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, using religion as a fallback. I'm not gonna call her name out, but one of our mutual friends, she likes to say she doesn't like gay people because of her religion, and I can respect her. If you want to say that, by all means, say that. But she's pro-choice, or not even pro-choice. She's pro-abortion. Like she'll go to the hospital and yank that shit out herself if she could. And I'm just like,
okay.
yeah, and I'm just like, you can't say because my religion, I don't like gay people, but
It's
because
like a
but at the same
bandwagon.
time, oh yeah, I'll have an abortion myself right now.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the reason, that's like the main reason it like, what's that shit, grind my gears when people use religion.
Yes. Like,
Because you can't pick and choose what the,
there's literally, you can't. There's different reasons, like being a transgender and you getting the surgery done to be like you're a woman trying to become a man or a man trying to become a woman. That would fit in this category. But nobody's talking about it. People are using that like that's like one of the main reasons
because
why
you're
people
playing
are,
God at that
yeah,
point.
they're like, oh, that's against the Bible, da 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 da. Like that's against religion. If they have a choice to do it, let them do it. Why are you in their business?
I feel like eventually Texas is just heading that way. If everything is up to like the states, and I like read an article today that it was like Texas is like, I think before Texas tried to become its own country.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, but like
Like, what do you mean? Like right now?
yeah, separate from the United States.
Oh, yeah, well,
like
I'm-
a long time ago. I don't know.
No, we weren't part of the United States at the time.
Oh.
Well, we're part of Mexico.
Mexico and Texas were together.
Yeah.
And then Texas.
Texas wasn't even a
'Cause-
thing. And then we won, America won a battle. We got part of Texas. And then Texas became its own country for a little bit, became part of the United States. Then I want to say they left again.
I don't think they left. They
Okay.
tried.
Yeah,
but it
the
was like
Civil
up to
War.
the people to vote, and they
Don't
didn't.
ask me. I didn't pay attention to government or history.
I just took Texas
Yeah.
history. That's all the reason it's fresh on my mind.
I cheated.
But yeah,
But now
I
they're
think-
trying to secede again.
I don't know if like they're trying to again, but if it's like if it was up to Texas, if it was up to the states to make their own law, I feel like Texas will be heading that way where it's like transgenders can't. I feel like they
Oh, no, yeah.
remove like you can't even call people like they, like just use like what pronoun you want to use. It's like it's a she or he, period. You know what I mean? And I think that's why Texas has their own like flag, because they were a separate country.
Everyone has their own flag.
Really?
We could fly our flag at the same height as the United States flag.
We can't.
We can because
Really?
we were our own country. Like California has to be like this low before of the United States flag, but Texas can fly at the same height because
Wait, all
Yeah.
the countries have their own flag.
States.
States.
yeah, every
Yes.
state has their own. What do you mean?
I did not know that. I just thought it was just Texas.
No,
I've never
California
seen-
has it. New York has it.
Oh, really?
Have you never seen like the
The California Republic.
Mm-mm.
Really? What about? Have you?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me
'Cause
like
do
I'm
you really
dumb?
not know that?
No, I really
Oh,
didn't.
that's crazy.
Low key, that's like a U.S. history thing, though.
I think it's why would nah.
Because like any book I've ever read about like U.S. history or anything, it's always just like the American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I didn't know
Mhm.
each state had their own.
Flag.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like repping your own gang. You gotta have some type of flag to rep.
During war, holding up the Texas flag or like the British flag or California Republic flag. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
that's
it's
cool.
actually, is it called the California Republic
Yeah,
of
California, California Republic.
Yeah, that's the full name of California. But ain't no got time. Niggas always say California, say Cali.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a discussion for another day.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
discussion for another.
No, but no. Hey, man, you learn your history at This Is Therapy podcast, bro.
No, for real.
But damn. What?
Touching the mic with my lip glove.
Stop making out with it.
You need to cut that out.
Nah. Why do you think I'm
Cut
so...
it out.
Cut. Anyways, can we get back to the subject?
I'm going to start doing this whenever I need to cut something. But, yeah. But, like, going back to, like, gay rights, I heard this thing, like, even, like, if you're gay in America, if you're gay in a Republic America, you need to start having your shit, like, on document. Because we're really heading towards that direction. Because, like I said, if we leave it up to states, there's some pros with it, but there's a lot of cons with that. Mm-hmm. Like, because they can make a law right now. 2 years later, we elect a Democrat. It's going to take that Democrat twice as long to get that law or overthrown. Because you can't just be like, oh, yeah, I say this. No, shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah.
You got to go through hella steps. And by the time you even get that, you might be out of
years.
Yeah, you might be out of office. God knows how many people are already affected by that.
Yeah.
So I do believe there should be some type of like overseeing from the federal government, but it should also be like leave it up to the states.
It's just like, I feel like the government overuses their power. Like, they abuse their power.
The federal or
just
local
the
or
government
state?
in general, like U.S. government, Texas government, freaking North Carolina Republic, whatever. Like, any government overseeing the city, and then like the states, and then like the United States itself. Like, all these old people have all this power.
Literally.
They have, like, they're still going based off. These people were born in like 1860. First of all, what are you still doing in the office? So let's talk about it. What are you still doing in the office? These people are like, oh, yeah, like I feel like they overuse their power. They don't have like no reason to be in office. They're just coming up with stuff like, oh yeah, abortion. Let's make that a law. No, you can't do that. Like, it's not.
It's like they're not changing with the times.
Exactly.
They're not really
stuck in
doing
their
anything.
own-
Yeah, they're not doing nothing to really help United States. There's the homeless population in the United States increase. There's people dying. Like, why are y'all not trying to find a cure for cancer? Like, y'all worry about people's bodies, and it's just like.
And it's like they could give zero fucks about like the low class people.
Literally.
And like this is gonna affect them more than, I don't know why I said them. This is gonna affect us.
It's like, if you care that much about population or trying to control the population, go get, there's homeless people in the poor cities. Y'all know the poor cities in the side, like the states, like South Dallas, or you got Detroit, like poor cities. Get the homeless people, build shelters, like get them reliable sources to where they can get like good paying jobs, like up the minimum wage. Like, there's so many reasons, and y'all are worried about people in their bodies.
And I think if a lot of people were financially stable, I feel like most people would want to have kids.
Yes.
Because it's like, why the fuck would I want to have a baby right now?
And you're broke. You can't
Yeah.
even afford yourself.
Like, what have we worked out? Have we ate since we worked out?
No.
Anything I'm going to be able to take care of a crying baby? I'm going to have a panic attack. Yeah.
You already have enough going, especially for young people. I feel like the most ages usually varies for like young teenage girls to like mid 20s. Because, that's the prime years of your life. So,
Or woman, yeah.
you know, so before you get it, like, at least, like, before, like, your 30s, you're gonna know, like, I want kids, I don't want kids. Even if you're in your 30s, you can't, people have, like, diseases where they can't have kids, but they're able to have kids. Like, that can affect them. It's just so many reasons, and people are just like,
It was
you're
like
killing a baby? Nah. Nah.
like what?
You're killing a seed. That's literally like getting a flower plant. You get the soil, you put the seed in it, and then you're just like, oh, I don't want it no more. And you just take the seed out, throw it away. The seed didn't even grow yet. You get a chance to breathe. Like, that's literally like the good presentation of what abortion is.
Low key on the cool. In like the most simplest way.
Literally.
But that's how you gotta play with these stupid religious people, because they're like, nah, it's a baby.
But I don't even think it's like people are using religion as a reason. But I don't think it's about like we said earlier, I don't think it's about like religion. This is just like control over women, period.
Control. And it's always men and women business.
Literally.
Like, y'all are y'all not y'all. Men are Karens for women. Like,
Yeah.
the whole Roe versus, what was it?
Wade.
Yeah. You see nothing but men.
Literally,
Why are y'all in our
white
business?
men.
And one black male.
And one, yeah.
Sir,
It's
explain
like-
yourself.
What the fuck? Like yesterday, we will adopt your baby. Like that shit was trending on Twitter. And it's like literally nothing but white people, like white Karen and man Karen, whatever. They were just holding a sign saying, we'll adopt your baby. And it's like a whole bunch of pictures. I'm like,
There's
dude,
more.
there's
more to
literally
it.
like kids you can adopt right now. Why are you waiting
What
until
makes them
Roe
so
versus
different?
Wade was
What?
like overthrown? Like you could have been adopted.
Now I'm hyped. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Y'all
And
care
it's
so
like-
much.
It's I don't know. I feel
Actually-
like the system is already broken as it is. Like we don't need no more kids adding to it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about adoption, I pulled up the numbers. It was 4,000, like, I'm just going to say 4,500 kids are in adoption in the state of Texas. And if we're just going to use that number for the rest of America, because it's probably around there, like, give or take, probably by a few thousand, there's 225,000 kids in the adoption system right now.
For the
But-
United States?
The United States. That's in the system. That's not including the kids that are homeless.
Yes.
That's not including the kids that were in we're in adoption or no.
Or in
That's
like
not a
foster
kid.
care.
I think that
Oh, okay.
that's not including the kids that were raised homeless, but now are 18. So technically, we don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
So if we really want to look at this number, we're looking smooth.
35.
No, fuck that.
45.
500.
Smooth.
Easy.
What?
Half a
'Cause
mil.
This is only including kids that we wrote down and said
In the
they do
system.
not have a parent.
Yes.
Think about how many. I grew up with kids that were homeless.
Yeah.
Literally,
same.
and I was in suburban Rockwall. And I was just like, okay, if this is happening in white or rich Rockwall, God only knows what happened 30 minutes down in South Dallas.
Even like kids in detention camps, they're like basically
Yes.
in the system right now too. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah. And it's like,
Oh yeah, they don't count those kids
Right.
are in like juvenile and stuff. Because
Nah.
more than likely, the only reason they're in juvenile is because I want to even add another category: bad parents, or you might as well be homeless. If you have a bad parent, what leads you into the fastest way to criminal life? Bad if you're raised terrible. Your childhood upbringing determines the next 50 plus years of your life. So having bad parents, you might as well be adopted. Might as well be
Yeah.
homeless at that point. Because two things are going to happen. You're either going to commit a crime to get to what you need, or once you turn 18, they're going to kick you out, and you're not going to really have much to do. So you're going to, by the time you're 18, once again, they don't give a fuck
They
because
don't.
you're 18.
No.
I feel like it's mostly those kids that are going to be exposed to rape and
Yeah.
you know, having to bear a child at 13. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
ever
like,
seen that movie. I think it's like Finding Eli. I want to say it's Eli. Like, that's the name. It has Halle Berry in it. I want to say it was like one of her first movies, but long story short, she was a crackhead. Like, she was addicted to drugs, and she had a baby. Was on that stuff, had a baby, threw her baby into the dumpster. She said, I'll be back. She comes back, her baby's gone. So she's going crazy. She's like, where's Eli? Da, 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 da. Couple years down the road, he's adopted with another family. He's like, who are you? Da, da, da. So it's just like, had she would have, I'm comparing that to what you was talking about earlier, like, with like the adoption system and like how kids have more, they have like the open opportunity to get into more trouble, go to jail or whatever. Like, that just kind of compares to the movie Finding Eli. They like troubled kids. I don't know how to say it. Like troubled kids. Like it's always that one kid that's always in trouble, going back to back in detention or failing the same grade or like something. Like there's something behind that for them to act like that.
Yeah, and it usually leads to the upbringing, like their home.
Yeah.
Because there's been teachers that are like, kids that act out, and they'll be like, you know what, I'm just gonna call your parents, and the way they're like, no, please don't, because they know their parents aren't like.
Yeah.
I got spankings, but my spankings were I got my ass whooped, went upstairs, cried, had a good nap, came down at 8.
Literally.
But these kids are like
physically getting
yeah,
abused.
nah, they're getting like KO by their parents. We've seen those videos, and thank God for social media. We've seen these videos where like parents come up and they're literally swinging at their kids in the school, and then teachers are like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Like, nah, that's what you did. I'm like,
you know what you did.
Yeah, and it's like you can't fully put all the blame on the teachers because they're just clocking in, clocking out. So I understand that, and they're just doing their job because you can't have one bad apple's eventually going to make that whole tree bad type shit. So I understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, it's like there should be different steps, especially nowadays. Talking about schools, when are we going to control the guns? America.
They're not ready for that.
Like, when are we going to...
They're not ready for it.
I don't know
Y'all
how...
worried about women?
Yeah. Like, why
What
would I
about the
want to
mass
give birth
shootings?
when we're in... Yeah.
What about the school shootings?
Like guns have more rights than women.
Women.
Yo, say that again. Say it
Let that
again.
be the opening clip.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because, like, all these kids, like, even Texas, when that shooting that just happened, these niggas are trying to hide everything. Like, they're not, like,
I just
trying to
hate that
cooperate
I'm
or
alive during these
nothing.
times.
Literally. It's, like, getting scary to live here. That's why I asked you, like, do you think the American dream still is, like, a thing? Because it's, like,
I don't think
niggas
so.
are dying left and right. People are, like, I don't know. It's, like, hard to make it. So, like, if it's hard to make it here, then why not stay where I was with my family, with people I love, them supporting me, and, like, I don't know. It's, like, it's an evil place to live.
It's a cold world.
It's an evil world we live.
I was going to say, where's that from?
Wait, what?
Your husband, future. Like, it's the evil world we live in.
Oh, I said
She
cold
said
world
husband.
from J. Cole. He says a cold world.
It's a cold world for living.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I think it was from a movie, but that's not the point. But no, yeah. I'll look it up later.
Right.
But dude, it's insane that like I'm not even gonna put the blame on America because once again they just throw it onto the states to say, hey, it's your decision. In Texas, it's insanely easy. I'm surprised there's not more school shootings or mass shootings in Texas.
I feel like there are.
And
We
it
just
just-
don't hear
yeah.
about them.
And it's just like, bro, like in Texas, you can literally, as long as you're 18, I want to say, probably 17, because 17 is technically adult.
You don't need a license, anyways.
Oh, to
carry.
well,
Yeah.
no. I'm just saying, just to get a gun, it's insane. You could just literally walk into almost, I want to say, you could walk into a pawn shop, at least show that you're of age, and buy a gun. And I'm just like, Merry Christmas. Thank you for shopping.
Yeah.
What was it? Second Amendment?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like, I saw this video on TikTok, and it was like, this man was like, no, actually, I was watching the news. Anyways,
You said the news?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Daily Show, shout out. But so I was getting a look for what I was doing. But this old white man was like, a lot of people, more people die from an axe murder.
Oh my lord, I saw that. Yeah.
Like he said, more people die from an axe murder than like an axe murder.
No, it was a
than-
hammer.
Oh, whatever.
I'm sorry.
Either way, like more people die from that than guns. And
That's
the dude that
true.
was interviewing him, he said that's true.
From an axe murder?
No, he said more people die from a hammer in America than from guns. And the guy that was interviewing him was like, sorry, not to take.
No, you go ahead, because you're explaining it more
The
than I.
the guy that was interviewing him was like one of these like walking around interviews at protests.
Yeah.
He was like,
Oh, okay. I like what else? Okay, good.
he was like he was like in America, and the dude was like, yeah. So the guy interviewing the man that said the hammers are the leading cause of deaths in America looked it up, and it was like probably like let's say 50 things. Hammers were like
The
25.
last one.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
And I remember,
he wasn't being sarcastic.
No, the dude
he
was being dead ass. And I was just like, bro, I'll give him. I was just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that guns were the leading things,
Nigga
but
said
hammers. I was gonna say maybe knives because they're maybe easier.
Knives were up there
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say knives, a car, something, but a hammer. Why are you killing someone?
Like,
That was
Yeah,
a
it's definitely
Yeah.
guns.
and
Yeah,
the nigga was just like, "Oh,
Dead
I
ass.
believe in my Second Amendment right
Yeah.
to bear a gun." And I'm like, "Okay,
What-
you
well,
should
your
have just
hammer-
said that.
yeah.
You're done.
You
And that's
should
the
have started
thing.
off
You're
there.
done.
I'm totally
Okay.
cool with people believing in religious.
Testing.
We
I
can
still
hear you.
feel like mine's is low. Okay, yeah, I can hear myself now. Like
It might be this. You might not just hear yourself in the mic. Say something.
YOLO. There.
Her. But not this shit. Sorry. But no, like I'm totally fine with you being like I believe in my Second Amendment rights, and because of my religion's belief, I don't believe people should do X, Y, Z. Totally fine, do that. But don't make some bullshit up excuse like no hammers are the leading cause. My Second Amendment, like no, just start with that. I will have
Right.
more respect for people like that. Like going back to our mutual friend that believes in abortion but doesn't believe in
Gay people.
gay rights. Her mom is like, I don't believe in gay rights. I don't believe in abortion because of my religion. I can respect that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're just standing on what you believe. By all means, I'm standing on what I believe, and that's why I'm pro-choice.
Yeah.
I can fully respect that. But don't be like, oh, not believe this,
A
but I don't
bandwagon.
believe,
Yeah.
bandwagon type shit. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's the pick and choosy for me.
I feel like
Jesus.
if you're going by the Bible, what happened?
That's it for me. I've been hanging out with Betty too much.
It's giving what it's supposed to give.
Don't get a girlfriend, bro.
You did low key slip that in though.
Yeah.
Is this for me?
Moving on.
Sorry.
Okay. No, but I feel like I don't know who your friend is, but I feel like if you're gonna go by the Bible, then the Bible says love, like above all. Let me not say nothing. 'Cause, I'm gonna just say like no, I'm not saying nothing like crazy.
I
I'm
know,
just
I'll
saying
call it
like
out.
if you're
Fuck
gonna
it.
go by the Bible, then love should come first because above God, like the top. Are you okay, dude?
I didn't know who the friend was. Okay.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, I thought you knew.
You kept saying mutual friend. I'm like, wait. You're talking to
Let
me.
me think.
How many mutual friends do we have?
That's why I'm like, it went over my head.
Oh.
It went over my head. Okay. Serious matter. All right.
She's crying, literally.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But love over everything, yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's like
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
It's
love
like you
over
had checked the
everything.
computer. It's like,
Oh, no,
he
yeah.
said, "Nigga, look." Okay.
No.
What? Why are you clapping?
I don't know which one.
I was like, why are you clapping?
Okay. Back to reality.
But no, like even in the Bible, it always says, "Love your neighbors as yourself." How is doing all these things to your neighbors, throwing them in the at the dirt type shit? How's that loving? Because all of this, at the end of the day, or at the end of the world, is gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The book I was reading today, it was like you can be shitload of rich, like a billionaire, and like you decide to just give your money away for like people that actually need it. At the end of the day, if you like didn't do it out of love, and you just did that shit just to be like, oh yeah,
For your taxes,
yeah,
stuff.
or like I want to go to heaven. So it's just
Yeah.
like, even if you gave it all away and you're literally like homeless now just because you gave everything away, if you did that shit and there is no love behind it, you're just like,
You
you're just broke.
Yeah.
Like you're just broke and in hell. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. So it's just like, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna love you for your sin. Like, you do what you do. If you don't want to associate yourself with someone that's gay or had an abortion, just do that. But it's like,
And kind of like going off what you said, following. All these people are saying like, I don't believe this because of my religion. That shit gonna show. Like we will never see, but God's not stupid, bro. Like He sees what's in your heart. So you're saying this, but you're probably just like, nah, bro, we gotta protect that Aryan race.
Yeah.
And He's just like, bro, y'all wild, acting like I don't
Some
see
people
y'all.
naturally have it in them, but like if you're an asshole and you're just like, I was mean today, let me go to the homeless shelter, do this, whatever. It's just like
to make up for it.
just to make up for it. It's not really
like
genuine.
yeah.
And it could start. I'm not saying like if you do that, it's bad, but it could start like that and move into something beautiful.
Yeah.
But just make sure you're doing shit with pure intentions.
Yeah.
Because
It's just like every time I do something, I want I just pray like, God, I hope I'm doing this out of it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
genuine heart. I pray this is like coming from a heart, not because
I
just
don't
like pray about it.
Yeah, I don't like people that do charity and have their name written on it.
Or
like the
record
YouTubers.
it. Oh.
Like, okay, I'm glad we're talking about
Let's talk about it.
Because like YouTubers,
It's giving.
yeah, it's giving very much. Just want more subscribers, but
attention seeking.
yeah, if you're like the YouTubers, they'll see like a homeless man and they'll give him like $500 in a cheeseburger, and then record, be like, all right, bye, have a nice day. Okay, what are you gonna do about tomorrow? Why are you not giving them the resources to get into a shelter home? Why are you not asking them what you can do to help them, or like?
And giving money to homeless people is like the worst thing ever.
Literally, because some people are homeless due to addiction.
Yeah,
people,
so you're just feeding that addiction.
Yeah.
I learned that though. I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
I just feel like even if you give them money, like I don't know. I just feel like what's it to you? Like if that person makes his way up to not being homeless and everything, but they have to look back at that. That's what they're known for, because you were home. Like, not that they should be embarrassed, because it's just like
Life.
That's life, you know what I mean? But it's like, what did you gain out of like putting someone's business out there?
Subscribers.
Just like,
that's the prime example of what y'all was talking about earlier, like doing stuff just to do it. Like, you're not genuinely doing it. Now, some YouTubers or whoever records, like, they do it and they naturally, like, their whole page can be about charity or whatever. But like, you get somebody who usually make fun of people and then they're just like, oh, today we give a homeless person a cheeseburger and $200. Dude, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
What are you really gaining
what are
from
your
that?
benefits?
What's next?
What do you mean by
What's your
that?
benefits?
Yeah.
What are you gaining from that?
And it's honestly sad. Some homeless people don't accept food from people because they're like, I've gotten food with dog shit in it and shit like that. I'm just like,
Whoa.
and I'm just like, you never heard that?
No.
No. And like, see, me and one of my homies during high school, we used to This is what I was telling you about that gas station heading towards Deep Ellum. We used to go to Martin Luther King, I think like in Dallas, there's some road around
Boulevard.
there. Yeah, there's some Muslim mosques around there, and then the fairgrounds are around there. And we used to go over there.
Shout out to South Dallas.
Sure. We used to go there with me and him both would bring $200. I bring 100, he'll bring 100, or like a 150 once a month, and we'll go to McDonald's and we'll get like 50 burgers, those like dollar burgers, 50,
Double cheeseburgers off the dollar menu.
Yeah, shit type shit. Get some fries, get some water.
I'm not fat, I promise.
And just go feed them, because we're just like, we didn't know how to get in touch with the homeless shelter, and we're like, do we really need a homeless shelter? So we just gave it to them outside their car. And this guy was like, can I open it and look at it first? I'm like, it's your food. And he looked at it, checked it out. I'm like, yeah, just asked, why did you do that? I was like, you don't trust me? And he was like, no. I was like, why would I? I don't know who you are. He's like, there's been times I've gotten food with dog shit in it, human shit in it. There's been times people give me
Really?
things like, he doesn't drink things like in this. Like a McDonald's cup, he won't drink it. It has to be a sealed water bottle. Because he's like, I don't know what's in there. Because shit like that has happened. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
That's sad.
That's
sick.
And that's the other thing. What are you just going there throwing food and dipping the fuck out? Because if you are, you're no better than a YouTuber. Like, no,
Yes.
like, we'll go there and talk with these people. We will make sure we're off that day, spend our days there. And it was just like, once again, humbling experience. One, I always tell people, the person that went to Nigeria and the person that came back were two different people. And then coming to America and like just doing that for people is like humbling, because you see people and it's like they are just two mistakes for me. All they did. Some people may not have a drug addiction, but they
just never know the situation.
They were like drinking and driving from a high school party, got pulled over or killed someone, and now they have a record and they can't get a job. That no one in their family fucks with them. God, I hate to say it, but how many times have I gone drinking and driving? And God, the only reason I'm not in his shoes is because I got lucky. I'm not even going to say God. I'm just going to say I got lucky.
God got lucky.
God.
Yeah. And I'm just like, it's insane. I'm like, that's why I'm like, never really judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, I never judge nobody.
Because you really just, everyone is 2 steps away from being homeless. All these Bitcoin people, how many people are losing their shit because Bitcoin dropped?
People are losing their jobs to become YouTubers.
Yeah.
What if there's no more Wi-Fi?
Like fucking, I remember
Literally.
there was one time I was.
Sam,
What?
you should add him next time.
It wasn't shade. He does it for a
Kidding.
hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember one time we were like at the gym and I was trying to post something and like TikTok, and so this was when TikTok first was kind of big, and people, China so on there, people were like, the government shut down TikTok or some shit.
Yeah.
And they were on TikTok, I believe TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat was all tweaking out, and Twitter probably. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, it hit me. I'm like, bro, like all these YouTubers, all these vloggers can dead asses be homeless tomorrow if the government was like, social media is not good for our kids, so we're taking it away.
Like when Twitter be going down. No, not Twitter. Instagram and Snapchat
stays tweaking the fuck out.
Yes, so like women be like Instagram models.
Yeah.
Whenever Instagram's down, I wonder like what do they be thinking about? Like, do they be
And
like
OnlyFans?
They probably have like their own business and like fashion deals and
but how
shit
do you,
like that.
But like they
promote
that
that
through
Insta-
social media. Yeah.
But then it's not just them that's gonna be losing like their job. It's like YouTube.
Oh, no, but yeah.
people
But like just like in
social
that area,
media.
like
People that use social.
not just them in particular, just like whoever they're branding for, whoever they're promoting, like how you gonna get your promotions
Even
out
if
there?
you're promoting for yourself, how you gonna promote? Because you can't.
If it's down.
Yeah, you can't afford no fucking Fox 4 commercial.
Nope.
Cause that shit bad. So how do? You promote it for free off of your social media. But if that shit goes down, there goes
You're
your
down.
business. Yeah,
you're done.
you're not.
You're done.
Even like
Get up outta here.
OnlyFans, they started doing a thing where it's like you can't put sexual content up there, or they're trying to restrict it a little bit more. And that's only because the porn industry was losing money. And so,
I thought OnlyFans was the same thing.
no.
You can do a lot on OnlyFans.
Yeah, but the
Like,
porn industry and OnlyFans are two different things.
people are like, it's like a black market almost. People are doing like, you know, Blueface. He has a reality TV show on OnlyFans.
Some people,
Nothing sexual, just a regular, like a
See.
bad girls club almost.
yeah. And some people promote their music.
Yeah.
Clip.
Yeah.
I want to say A Boogie. You give on some of his unreleased shits on OnlyFans.
Trey Songs.
Yeah,
Who else? There's a lot of artists
Yeah.
that's doing it.
Why though? Like these niggas
Just
have
to
their
get-
own money.
just
Like
to get the
why
extra
can't they
dollar.
just leave this to
Nobody
us, the
cares.
people?
Nobody cares.
Just to get the extra dollar.
People are being selfish,
And
but
it's
it's just
not
like
Greedy.
greedy. That's the word.
Yeah.
They're just like trying to get that
It's
life.
just saying to be greedy.
I mean, no, it's like, oh, what's his name? Kanye. He has his own music streaming
Yeah.
thing. It's the same thing. OnlyFans is their music streaming thing. They don't have enough money to create their own Apple Music, Spotify.
Yeah.
So they went to OnlyFans and you subscribe
like-
to
Are you
it.
talking about Tidal?
I mean, I don't know what it's.
No,
No, they don't have enough money to create their own. Because Kanye, there's like
has his
Apple
own
Music.
stream.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking about like, are you talking about that's the name of his thing called Tidal?
Oh, is it called Tidal?
I know
That's
Tidal.
too basic for Kanye.
But no, I'm saying
I
like,
mean-
have you heard of Tidal before? Because it has all the artists like he be working with.
Oh, it might be.
in it.
Let's say it's called Tidal. People don't have enough money to create their own version.
Yeah.
Like A Boogie, I think he's definitely my top 5 easy, top 3 easy. But he does have the fan base or the money to create his own Apple Music or shit like that. So he has to go through OnlyFans. He pay,
Or the connections.
yeah, so he pays like $10.99 a month. Personally, I ain't fit to pay that much.
I'm not gonna
I got you on Apple Music.
anything.
Your shit on Apple Music still bumps, so I'm not
Okay,
tripping.
That's enough.
I'll wait for someone to post it on YouTube.
Exactly.
Or TikTok.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, like for real.
Someone going to
Like, what's the word?
leak.
Leak, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But SoundCloud used to be the shit.
It still is.
It
in my
still
opinion.
is.
Yeah.
I'll be on SoundCloud. Some of my best workout shit's on SoundCloud.
My life into pieces.
Literally, that's literally it.
I showed her my. I need to show you. I'll show you tomorrow.
My gosh, it's like they're screaming. Like they're not even
Your
singing.
playlist?
It's like
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
They got a hint of mine earlier when I was
Yeah.
working out.
Like I told you, I listen to everything. It just depends on mood I'm in.
Yeah. Y'all heard my playlist earlier.
Yeah. Betty was like, "Why is she playing this?"
Nah, it
Really?
was like this.
It was, I think, Meek Mill and some Latina dude, Hispanic dude.
Uptime vibes.
We don't know the name.
Nah,
but it
but
was
that shit
definitely.
was-
I want to say it was Meek Mill.
Run away, but cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way. Bust it down.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Talk to me. Okay. Yeah.
Man, why you know the whole song?
Show you what these feelings about. Hey, pipe down. Throwing those shots. That's the only Meek Mill song I played.
With the Hispanic dude in
Yeah.
it? Okay, then
Is
probably.
it
is.
brr? Yeah.
Okay. Whatever it was, I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
why is she playing this?
I was
Because
like,
it was
bro.
low key kind of like, whoa, that's Meek Mill. Like sometimes he's
Yeah.
annoying.
His voice, I
Meek
don't
Mill's
know.
like my top 5. So
Really?
I'm taking that
Really?
personal. Yeah.
Sorry.
His voice is
He's
low
just,
key
like,
annoying. That's
screaming.
that's how I know who it was Meek Mill because I could recognize his voice. I'm like, yeah, that's Meek Mill. That nigga know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his voice, but I fuck with Meek.
I used to pray for times like this to roll like
Okay,
this.
like shit like that. Okay, I hear you. You know what I mean?
But
And
he
then
ends
it's
up start yelling. Yeah.
like, calm
Pipe
down. Smoke some weed or something.
Relax.
But like, if you think about it, that's
The passion.
because everybody else is trying to be like loud rappers, and it's just like you can't. Who else is?
I
like,
mean, that's it. That's his style.
Yeah,
I
that's his
respect
style.
It, but it's like I respect it, but I don't have to like you. You know what I mean?
type.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Like- Like that's your opinion. I can respect it.
Yeah.
I can have a reasonable debate.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
gonna
it's
be
not like I
"You
don't
hate
fuck
Meek
with
Mill?
him.
Fuck you. But I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Shout out Meek Mill.
No facts.
Hey.
like,
Why you say hey?
Just in case he ever end up watching this.
Her.
Ever.
Well, man, we really got hella off of Roe versus Wade.
yeah. like we're
yeah, you have to
music
cut
now.
this part
Yeah.
out.
I'll think about it. But Loki, before we leave, I want to say, if you were in Greg Abbott's seat right now, how would you handle Roe versus Wade? What laws and what things would you do?
To like prevent it or like
No, I mean it's
like
already,
how it's overturned.
yeah, it's already overturned. It's up to you. You're Greg Abbott. You're sitting in the. It's not called the White House. What the fuck? Where does he
like
stay?
the government seat
Yeah, just-
whatever.
Yeah.
To be the governor.
Where? What is it called?
He's a governor.
No, yeah, but like,
Governor's
what is his
house.
White House? The government house.
Governor's
It's
house.
just the governor. Like
Yeah.
I don't really think there's a house.
I don't think
named
it's a
for
house.
it.
It's just like
He probably
That's
lives
correct.
somewhere
Governors.
in far North Dallas or something.
yeah.
Like,
But
like you know,
Yeah.
mayors.
personally, if I was in his seat after everything that's happening, I would be like, I would make birth control more affordable. I would make Plan Bs more affordable.
$50 bro.
Huh?
$50 for a plan.
Yeah,
B.
$50.
No, that's before tax. So it's really like 52.
It's $50 with
Is it?
taxes.
Really?
It's like $49.99.
I just try not to look. I just swipe and run. 'Cause that should be hurting my soul.
Yeah, I would make everything like Plan Bs, condoms, birth control, everything have like easier access for women and teenagers because
Like you gotta think about it, because he wanted this.
he
Who?
did.
Like he wanted Roe versus Wade to get overturned.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna be for
No, but no.
birth
Yeah,
control
like
or
I'm
you're-
saying,
anything.
No,
like
no.
if you were him,
Yeah, or
how
not
would
even
you-
him. If you had the power, you're
So
you would.
if I was a governor.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I would make everything more easier, accessible for.
Betty's out, bro. What Greg Abbott are you talking about?
like, it's not
She's
this
like your
one.
Greg Abbott and my Greg Abbott is two different people. No, I get it.
I mean, so like obviously I'm the governor, so it's up to me.
Mm-hmm.
So whether like Roe was turned or not, like I'm gonna make it legal here,
Yeah.
just the same way as like
What-
California
How long?
until my term ends.
No, you dickhead. How long until you can have an abortion?
You guys heard it here live and local.
Okay, so like that's another debate, cause like honestly, I don't think like after you fat after like the baby has their feet and their heartbeat and shit like that. Like me personally, like I don't think at that point, like even if I was pro-choice for myself, I don't think I would be able to.
I ain't for to hear that shit.
No, literally.
I didn't even think about that. I'm just like really into it.
But I don't think I'd be able to like have an abortion. I feel like
Yeah.
120 days. That's like what 4 months? 3 months?
4. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like 4 months. It's like okay, like
I didn't do the math.
No,
after this, just don't do it unless it's like
Yeah.
health
Health
problems,
reasons, yeah. Shit like that.
and shit like that. Like, hey, go for it. But after that, I just feel like no, like
Pretty much when there's any type of any form of life.
yeah. So it's like
And
after that.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's options after like 5 months. You can like still have the baby and give it up for adoption, no matter how broken the system is. Honestly, I don't even think the system is broken. It's just playing out how they want it, like
it's
how the
very
government is wanting
Yeah.
it to go.
Because it's just financial.
Yeah.
We have enough money to put more money into the adoption system.
Yeah.
If they're really pro life like that, man, just throw the adoption system some bread.
Abortion. Abortion. You're paying like $800
Yeah.
minimum.
Just some cheap abortion. You
Where?
could get abortion pills for
You
like.
can jump off a
That's
cliff.
the same. They're But like it's expensive in general. The
Oh,
pill,
yeah.
the pill and the procedure, both, they're not cheap.
Like you definitely gonna have to save up for it. The average person is definitely gonna have to save up, especially if it's something out the blue, which most of the time it is. That's how you have an abortion. You're gonna have to save up, or you and the person gonna have to come together.
Yeah. So, Yeah, I feel like the system is just going how they really want it, and so it's not really broken. But if I was a governor, 104 months is like, the limit. I feel like after that, it has to be like a really good reason, like health issues,
But like,
abortion.
is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
saying like after, like in his shoes right now or before the abortion law?
No,
Like, if you were governor right
Roe
now.
versus no matter what, in any scenario, Roe versus Wade got overturned,
Yeah.
and now you're
Oh,
now
okay.
you're
I
the
thought you were
governor.
talking about after they overturned it. Like, how would you be in
Yeah.
it? Like,
Yeah. So, like, if you were the governor right now, not Greg, but you,
yeah.
and
you said-
they overturned Roe versus Wade,
What would you do?
would you do for Texas?
And you
Like,
said
what would I would make abortion legal, because it's up to me to decide now.
But you're
It's
the
up to-
governor, though.
Yeah.
So you can do that as a governor?
That's
That's literally the
the
whole point.
state. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm.
Don't
No,
do
because
that.
I'm confused. If the states literally overturned Roe and
No,
Wade,
the Supreme Court, the United States Supreme Court overturned it, and they overturned it and said it's up to the government. It's up to each state.
So
to
it's not a federal law anymore.
also
Yeah.
they're making it accessible for the governor to still make up the choice if
Yeah.
they want
Yeah.
to overturn it or not. But just in the United States general, it's not legal.
It's
So Roe versus Wade was the thing that, like, it was a federal law that, like,
made abortion
made
legal.
abortion legal
I know
for
what it
everyone.
is.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like
So-
Greg Abbott still has the choice to be like, well, abortion
Yeah.
is legal or abortion
Yeah.
is not legal
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought you were just saying. I thought the Roe versus Wade was the United States thing. Like once they say it's not legal, it's not legal.
No.
For
It's
like
like-
all the states.
No.
Not just for.
It's like it's exactly
it was like
we.
that. Like, it was legal for the United States.
Yeah.
And then they took that away and said the states can make their own decision. So now
Okay, see, I didn't
each
know that.
state can make their own decision on whether to make it legal or illegal. It's not a federal law anymore.
Okay,
Like
so I
before?
want to add to what I said, but I'm gonna let you
Yeah, no,
finish.
go
though.
ahead.
No, just make sure like before it was legal no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's why Texas went down to 6 weeks because we're
Yeah.
still following the law. It's 6 weeks you can have abortion.
Still.
No, that's how it was before Roe versus Wade.
Oh, but now in Texas
but now,
it's not legal.
yeah,
at
they're
all.
probably gonna make it illegal.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so my answer would be what I said: make it like birth control, Plan Bs, condoms, everything accessible. And then, like if you get pregnant and you decide to have an abortion, I would make abortion affordable, but I wouldn't make it like so cheap where you're just like doing it so much that you're hurting your
Yeah.
body. Because like having it back to back, you're gonna end up hurting your body. So
Would you put a limit on how many abortions you can have?
no.
Or would
Because
you?
That's not my choice. If you decide,
Yeah.
if you constantly doing stuff to hurt your body, like abortion can damage your body if you're doing it back to back. But if you
It's like, it's
honestly,
your choice.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
fine.
honestly just doing it back to back, girl, get on some birth control. But
Yeah.
if you're- literally. But if you like you can't afford it, I'm gonna make it affordable for you. Or if you just decide, well, I don't want to be on birth control because birth control has different effects on different women.
Or
And you s-
even easier, like, guys can get a vasectomy.
Yeah,
Why
I'll
is
make
this
that
not talked about?
I would make that cheaper. Like I would just make everything affordable, but not like cheap to the point
Yeah.
you're just doing it back to back,
Just for
to back,
shits and giggles.
and you're just hurting your body and abusing your
Yeah.
body. But I wouldn't put no limit because that's not my business.
Would you let an 8-month woman have like an abortion? When should, like,
If that's her decision, that's her decision.
at 8 month?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, like, that's
like the baby's damn near ready to come out. The coop.
yeah.
yeah.
And you still allow
You
it?
still
I
allow
would
it?
allow it.
That's why.
Okay, I mean, like, that's how some people feel,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like, that's understandable.
Because
still
it
should be
changes.
up to
Like you could
But
be,
they're
you
all-
can be with somebody and you get pregnant. Months down the road, y'all not together. You're like, well, I have his child. I don't want his child. It's just people have different situations. If you want to get rid of the baby, then that's you. If you still want to have the pregnancy and adopt a baby, that's your choice. I'm not gonna be like keep the baby. Like
Yeah. I guess that's where we're like I would do the same thing that you did. And birth control for men, that should be accessible, very much so, more than the women's.
Because it takes two.
Because, yeah. And it doesn't have, like, a lot of damage. It doesn't even have any, like,
Yes, there
cons.
is.
No.
Bro, the reason they don't have it is because men were dying and they were way calm becoming neuter. That's what the first one. There's a new one coming out.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
it
a
prob-
new one.
it
Yeah,
probably
for
not even
men.
Yeah, but the first time they tried to roll it out, dudes were like being, I don't know what the word, but they took birth control and they couldn't have kids once they got off of it.
Yeah.
Because it was just a test trial. They can have kids. They're extremely more suicidal. Pretty much, it was like, not to shit on women's birth control, but it was like women's birth control, symptoms, but worse. But that was only because it was a test trial. They didn't really know what they were doing. They just got subjects and like, hopefully it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it didn't, and they're like, yeah, we gotta cut this shit out. And so now they're re-upping. Me personally, I ain't got beef with birth control. If that shit was legal right now,
For men?
pop that shit, bro. Why the fuck not? And like vasectomy, that's it.
That's okay.
The only
that
reason I'm
I
scared
could
about that is because
understand.
it's surgery. I'm scared of all type of surgery. That's like a big step. But like birth control, that is so.